there, it's your friendly neighborhood theater director coming at you again live from Portland High School Auditorium. We're going to talk to a couple of our student soundboard operators, talk a little bit about what they do. Here at the theater program, we try to get them as much practical experience as possible, them being the students, because then the hands-on is really where the learning happens. So our publicity team, our sets, our set building, our set painting, our props, our costumes, our soundboard ops, our lightboard ops, our spotlight ops, they're all student run. You'll notice that my stage manager is also a student, so come production time, when it's time for the show to actually hit the stage, what you're experiencing is a student-run production and the ownership goes completely into their hands. My job is done at that point. So let's go meet a couple of our student board ops and learn a little bit about what it is they're learning. They're behind-the-scenes people, so they aren't used to being on the camera. Hey guys!
Hi.
So this is Tim and Matt. They're our soundboard ops. So Tim's going to talk a little bit about what he does as a soundboard op, and then Matt's going to talk a little bit about what he does. So Tim, what does a soundboard op do?
Well, in our station, we really have to balance the sound of the sound effects, the actors, and the instruments. We also need to make sure that people's mics are on and off at the correct time throughout the show.
Right, we don't want to trust the actors to do that.
No.
What have we learned about actors? They always screw that part up. So, what's something that you've learned as a soundboard op in your experience with this show this year?
I feel like we just learned a lot about the finer points of sound. Like I didn't know any of these.
Lots of buttons there.
Well, I'm starting to get a better feel for them and how to make kind of different sound effects in the background and how to work with very loud singing.
Yep. All right, and Matt is actually in charge of our live stream. So that's a whole new thing that we're adding this year, and we're able to do that because we've gotten the training. So talk a little bit about what it is you do and what you've learned this year.
Pretty much, I just have to make sure that the slideshow and the live stream is up correctly so that viewers at home can watch it without any interruptions.
And what have you learned about what you're doing? Pretty much everything, right? Because we've never done this before. So what is the challenge of being in charge of a live stream?
It's kind of like college biology, where it's super simple, and yet when you mess up, you have no clue how to fix it.
Okay.
So.
How about you, Tim? Any challenges of being on the soundboard?
Probably just all the adjustments we've made throughout this whole show, like some things with COVID where actors have been out and trying to fit those into it.
Okay. Well, I appreciate all the work you guys do. They know a lot more than I do, so I'd be lost without them, but don't tell them that. All right, so there we go, folks. There's your introduction to the soundboard and a little bit more about what our students do here through practical work. Remember to tune in for our show Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 7 o'clock here on this YouTube channel. And now, once again, I'm going to go run a rehearsal.